Hey guys, and welcome to this video on healing your trauma and connecting with your life purpose. Are you tired of feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or disconnected from the life you truly desire? If so, you are in the right place. Today, we are exploring how you can heal your past traumas and connect with your life purpose so that you can live a fulfilling and meaningful life. In order for us to heal from our trauma, we need to know exactly what trauma is. And so, trauma is an experience that causes psychological, emotional, and physical harm. It can be a single traumatic event or a series of traumatic events. The effects of trauma often leave us feeling scared, angry, and disconnected from our lives. You may hear people say that they feel like a shell of their former self. It's also important to know that traumatic events do not always have to be negative. There are traumatic events that come from something that some people may deem positive. And it is also important to know that trauma affects everyone differently and looks different to everyone. So, because this experience was traumatic to you does not mean it's going to be traumatic to me. And because this experience was traumatic to me does not mean it's going to be traumatic to you. Now that we have a understanding of what trauma is, we can heal our trauma. It does not have to be a permanent scar or a permanent mark that we walk around with. You know, as long as we have the right tools and support, we can heal our trauma and move on to live the lives that we want. And this is how we start to get on the healing path. We acknowledge our feelings. Acknowledging our feelings is important because when we acknowledge and accept what we are feeling without judgment or shame, it allows us to start the process of healing the trauma and moving forward. And also, when you acknowledge your feelings and accept them, you take away the power that someone can use those traumatic experiences to make you feel bad about yourself, because you are now owning that experience and you acknowledge everything surrounding that experience. It's also important when we are beginning the healing process to seek support. Yes, we come into this world alone and we are going to die alone. But while we are here, it is important to have people around us that are going to support us in our journeys of healing and growing. And this can be a trusted friend, a family member, therapist, a coach, anyone that you feel that can help you progress on this journey to heal, to grow, to become the better version of yourself so that you are living the life that you want to live. They don't have to tell you what to do. They can offer support, encouragement. They can guide you. They can be a listening ear, but they must be supportive. It's also important to practice self-care. Now, we know everyone talks about self-care, but I'm not talking about facials. I'm not talking about going to get your hair or nails done. I'm talking about practicing self-care where you are making sure that you are genuinely taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. You know, exercise, meditate, spend time in nature. Make sure you're eating a good balanced diet. Make sure that you are expressing your feelings instead of bottling them up. These are all things that are incorporated into good self-care. You just don't want things to be one-sided. Being able to work through your emotions allows you to heal even more and to connect to that person that you know that you truly are. It allows you to connect to that life that you truly want because you are doing the things that can get you there mentally and emotionally. Now, how do we connect to our life purpose once we have started healing? Once you are on the process or on that healing journey, you connect to your life purpose by identifying your values. And identifying your values is important because you need to know the things that you value in life. What is it that you stand for? How your values that you see now align with your life purpose and the person that you want to be. How your vision of your life lines up with the values that you have. Are they coherent? Do they align? Or are the values that you following down so far left that you can't see how you could ever get them to align to your values? So it's important to identify your values. Some people may know how to do this, others may not. If you don't know how to identify your values, I have a worksheet that can help you identify your values, and I'll pin it in the comments below. You also explore your passions. Everyone is not going to be passionate or have interest in the same things. So here's where your opportunity is to explore what activities you enjoy. Find the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. And how do those things align with your purpose and the life that you want to live? And lastly, the most important step is to take action. So it's time to get out of our minds, get out of the thinking process, and to actually put the things that we want or the things that we've written down into action. Because now we know what our values are, we know what we're passionate about. Let's start doing them. Let's start living in our values. Let's start following the passions so that we know, yes, we're passionate about it, but is this something that I can see myself doing continuously? That's the only way to know if you are being aligned with the things that are in your purpose. You don't have to go out and create a whole business in one day. No one is asking you to do that. But a part of taking actions is creating the goal. You figured out what your values are. You figured out what your passions are. Now it's time to take action. We take action by not looking at the bigger picture, but by taking that bigger picture and breaking it down into smaller picture or smaller pieces and tackling one piece at a time. By tackling one individual piece at a time or one goal at a time, we get to achieve that larger goal, which is living in our purpose and having a fulfilling and meaningful life. Healing from your trauma and connecting with your life purpose is a journey, but it's one that is worth taking. With the right tools and support, you can live that life full of meaning and purpose and free from the effects of your trauma. I hope that this video inspired you to start your journey towards healing and purpose today. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who might benefit from it. Don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what you thought about the video. I would love to hear from you and continue the conversation on how we can begin to heal our trauma. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all next video.